When it comes to hybrid and information war in Ukraine, the tanks have been parked on the lawn for many years now. Or in Mariupol, the Humvees on the beach. Ukrainian officials we've been in contact with are more keen to talk about groups trying to destabilise the country from within than they are about full-scale conventional-style invasion per se. Just yesterday, for example, Ukrainian police said they'd arrested a group planning to foment rioting on the streets of Kiev for today. Hybrid warfare, of course, looks nothing like this. It comes in many different forms: cyber attacks, planting terrorist cells in the community, disinformation campaigns. They all have two main objectives, though. Number one, planting chaos and unpredictability. Number two, changing perception.
Дети, внимание, обстрел.
We found ourselves on the information war front line last week.
Как бы вы отреагировали?
How would this neighbor? But first, this is the Ukrainian government's advisor on disinformation. He explained that the prevailing Russian narrative goes like this.
There are some narratives that Russian media use for years. For example, that Ukraine is a failed state. Russia is a peaceful country, and Western countries and United States of America, they are the countries who want the war.
In other words, the message from Moscow is this: Ukraine, a Western puppet administration, is being used by NATO to force a conflict onto Russia. The West is talking up war because war is what it wants. So Putin stands ready to defend. Back to our cameo on Russian TV. So this is a segment from one of the main Russian channels called Channel 1. And what they've done here is they've taken a segment from a report I did last week in Mariupol, southeast Ukraine. We were filming with school children who were doing drills, training what to do if there was ever shelling. First of all, though, here's how the presenter introduced the segment.
Как люди превращаются в идиотов. Ну, там кто-то головой ударился, кого-то в детстве еще так ранили.
Да, а кто-то от рождения такой.
Кто-то от рождения. А кто-то просто долго смотрит вот такое.
The segment starts by showing some Ukrainian news coverage, then comes to us.
Дети, внимание, обстрел.
I'm just going to stop it there for a moment, because in my script, in the script that was broadcast on the report in Britain, I say at this point, with all this talk of war reaching fever pitch, these sorts of drills are becoming more regular. But for the dubbed over Russian voiceover, here is what they put in.
Пока это просто учения, но они становятся регулярными из-за надвигающегося российского вторжения.
The use of the word imminent is key, because it presents our reporting, and by extension the Western message, as talking up the prospect of war. According to the government's disinformation advisor, this is one of the reasons why President Zelensky is asking Western leaders to dial down the language around a possible war. So here's a question. Will messages coming out of Russian media outlets change in the immediate run-up to an invasion? We asked a former Ukrainian foreign minister and Russia expert. What do you think will change in the narrative that will give us a clue about whether an invasion is imminent or not?
I believe the Russian media, because of the whole unpredictability of Putin's action, will not get you such a clue in the run-up to invasion. The whole propaganda machine would start operating right after the military provocations or invasion, and not in advance.
The weapon, unpredictability, already damaging the economy here. And disruption is just a phone call away. This month alone, Ukrainian police had to search 3,000 sites, including schools, in response to bomb scares that were false alerts. Ukrainians, though, know how to live with war, both conventional and otherwise. They've been doing it for years. And when you know what fighting actually looks like, the last thing you do is talk it up.